Would you dare to live in such a wild shelter? It's been raging for 4 years. The wooden house hidden under the ancient tree is as warm as spring. Partly more than 60 degrees. Just finished the new year. The rich brother has all the wealth on his back, come to the wild to make a living. Accompanied by Guzi Wenkai, I traveled all the way to cross the stream, until a 1,000-year-old tree blocked the way. Then I stopped. So close to the mountains and rivers, a land of beautiful scenery, do not build a shelter. It's a pity for half my life. Wild building cells in Fakai's body. It was activated instantaneously. Lynch hammered directly at the large disc saw next to the root of the tree. Light attack. Knock down stone. As a material for subsequent construction. High-end homesteads do not require much human intervention. Slightly clean up the dead branches and leaves above. You can enter the process of collecting logs. Have eyes. The first few sturdy things with their heads and tails removed is enough. A low axe cuts the raised parts of the surface flat. You can stack up. Form the appearance of a side gable. In the process, the rich brother drilled into the tree trunk with his hand. Make holes in sequence at an appropriate distance. Then order large wild board with scorpion through reinforcement. Ensure that by the wall composed of 4 logs can be sturdy as one. Next, dig a hole in the ground. Pick straight logs. Cut one end out of the tip. After passing it into the pit branch chamber as the main bearing capacity of the front door, focus on this. 1 log on each side extends to the left and right. One end is on the gable. The other end can be directly related to the thick trunk of the ancient tree. Connected. The frame of the front gable gives scale. After mirroring back mountain, the load-bearing structure of the wall soon appeared. Standing with a straight log spanning back and forth. After nailing the upload, the overall framework of the shelter, you're done. As for the filling of the vacant parts of the front and rear gables, rich brother did not take the usual road. They use what's on the ground. Get a lot of flat stones. Build a stone wall more than half a meter high. Stop after primer. Let's deal with the roof first. From the rich brother, the stamina collected a lot of logs to see. The determination to build an all-wood roof should be very strong. During the process, don't forget a small hole is drilled between the 2 boats in the center. Choose with good toughness, plastic rattan. Bend and set up between boats. Form the appearance of an arch bridge, as a bracket for building the viewing window later. Considering the approaching rain and snow, roof waterproofing measures are essential. After backing with a waterproof plastic sheet, harvesting materials in old places, throw the surrounding black soil as high as possible on the roof. With a half-kilometer radius of moss, all the salty turf has moved. While the shelter's greening rate meets the standard, remediation of roof water and soil, and the level of windproof and warm is also directly filled. It kills 3 birds with 1 stone. I have to admire the rich brother, and the timber wasn't wasted. All sawed into wooden piers of uniform length. As material to continue building the gable. During the collection of logs, encounter a stake hollowed out by a woodpecker. Also cut off a piece by Fakai, installed as a window frame. After completion, I look at the mountain with double-sided light transmission and air leakage. Don't panic on the wall. Moss can be used in vacancies. The turf is all stuffed along the 4 seams. Look, the effect of windproof and warmth should be quite good. After finishing the wall decoration, the rich brother who wants plums to be more face-saving. Naturally, there will be no job cuts in the handling of the gate. First get a log that can't be broken. Drill one end out of the hole and use it as a threshold. Pick another pen the size of an arm to make goods. The bamboo shoots are carved at both ends and used as door elbows. With the door closed, key parts remaining. The process of assembling the door panel is for the rich brother. It's completely intuitive. Hand pinch. Under the bridge of the rich brother, a double-sided ventilated grating. The bar appears in front of you. Wild weather like your ex's face pigmentation. Change. The sunny sky just now. Inadvertently, goose feather snow floated. Watching the temperature get lower and lower. The most urgent task is to hurry up and start a fire to keep warm. I saw that the rich brother took out the small firewood he carried with him. Fire. After simple assembly, the exhaust pipe is extended to the roof. The gap between the shallots and the roof can be stuffed with wild cement. As for the treatment of window gaps, Brother Fakai didn't make any more moths. Choose to use transparent directly, plastic film with stapler seal. Windproof and warm at the same time. It also maximizes the lighting level in the house. So far, the construction of the main shelter is coming to an end. Then you can enter the Pure Enjoyment link. Put on more firewood. After igniting the wood stove, the room is getting warmer. Bake it for a while. The originally frozen body is slowly stretch out. Rich brother just found out misunderstandings that can be attacked and leveled. He quickly got for wooden piers with the same body proportions. Spread out round the corner. Form the structure of the bed legs. You have a point of support. After adding two logs, you can change the thickness of each section. Evenly wooden sticksly tiled. Finally, iron nails are nailed at both ends to fix it. The construction of the bed can be completed. All logs. No compression plate. Pure manual splicing does not use formaldehyde. Let people sleep well with the aroma of wood. Before you know it, the sky gets dark. It's time to make dinner again. Prepare a small plastic bowl first. Pour olive oil into it. After adding some chili powder, wrap another head of garlic. Patiently chop it into minced garlic and pour it all in. Stir well and put it aside for later use. Next, put the pan on the sugar rack. Drizzle in some olive oil. While it's hot, please welcome today's protagonist, a big lump of pine cauliflower. Cut to thick slices with a small knife. Then use the dip just prepared. Give them a total death. While it's fresh, put it in the oil pan and fry it over high heat. After the surface shows a burnt brown feeling, lay another layer of cheese and continue to heat. About 30 seconds. To golden pieces of garlic cheese. Pine cauliflower can be enjoyed. As for the taste, you can scratch yourself. After not eating or drinking enough, a sense of tiredness still rises spontaneously. Add more firewood to the hearth. The rich brother who has been tired all day gets into the sleeping bag. Fall asleep. Take advantage of the good weather. The sun is shining. Brother Fakai took the dog to the wild to fish for salt again. And we walked. An ancient tree that seems to have suffered many setbacks. Trees block the way. Hollow structure. Let the rich brother's mind burst in an instant. Send out creative inspiration. Put down the backpack decisively. Take out the axe and dry it. Under the operation of smashing and hacking, the content of ancient trees that have been weathered for a long time has fallen off one after another. After switching to hand tool mode, the tree stump that used to stand there was also successfully taken in the wilderness. After the 3-piece attack of grass life, the tree cavity was finally cleaned up. Then you can enter the link of local materials. Saw a stout tree trunk that is lying on the side. It can be used as a material for subsequent construction. It's just that the circumference in front of me is the same as my waistline. It really consumed a lot of calorie. Pick up the pieces of bark that are still very hard. One left and one right guard on both sides of the tree hole. After, you can collect a lot of stones that Mick can't move. A homestead that circles a courtyard along a tree hole. Space inside. First lay a layer of nutrient-rich black soil as a base. Then the turf within a radius of 500 meters transplanted into your own yard. And then you put the stones in a big circle. The structure of a small circle inside. As for the remaining small stones, it was not wasted. Raised with black soil. Foundation in a tree hole. Reach altitude level with the threshold. After processing the 1/3 acre of land under your feet. Next, enter the decoration process. Take a log the thickness of an arm. Erect it on the bark on either side. The wooden stick of uniform length can be. One end is against the back gable. The other end is nailed to the eyebrow tattoo, the frame that forms the roof and eaves. Regarding the filling of vacancies between frameworks, nature cannot do without the wild version prepared on site. The picture of silky smooth decompression during the cement process. It's fun. After floating all the mud on the roof, rich brother got another hard log. Cut out wooden plates of uniform thickness. as tiles. 0 times a pen is built on the roof. And then finally, a layer of green vermiculite. The exterior decoration of the cottage is complete. Due to the low temperature at night, setting up a warm fireplace is naturally standard. Saw a square notch in the bark on the right. Mud with flat stones. A trip out of the kitchen. After closing the mouth and then going up, it looks like a cigarette onion. Under the bridge of the rich brother, an exquisite small fireplace appeared in front of him. Stuff some dry wood into the hearth. It looks pretty good after ignition. Before you know it, the sky gets dark. Light the candle at the door. After closing the door, warm. A cozy atmosphere permeates the tree hole. Rack pan. Put a piece of butter to moisten the bottom of the pan. After the oil is hot, cut a piece of your own sausage and put it in for frying. It's not enough to eat. You can still beat to hen eggs. Did you further increase the protein content? A fragrance in a while. Overflowing sausage and fried eggs can be enjoyed. Eat it with dead bread. It's really nutritious, healthy and filling. Eat and drink. There was a tiredness. Add more firewood to the fireplace. Brother Fakai lay down and fell asleep. See the figure of the rich brother again. He is also wealthy, come to the wild to make a living. It's not like climbing at any altitude in the past. After crossing the mountains today, I found a slope next to the sword. Put down the tablet bag and take out the shovel to dig. Thinking about being by the babbling creek. Leveling a clearing. Homestead as a shelter for the night. I have to say that Fakai's eyes are really good. So close to the mountains and rivers. The beautiful Feng Shui treasure land really has nothing to say. While you enjoy the view, our rich brother has been reclaiming on the slopes. Out of a flat area. Seeing that you can meditate on the wild to build a shelter. 7-word formula. Take advantage of the situation to enter the pit owner. The old-fashioned link of building logs. The operation of the rich brother is eye-catching. I saw that he directly got a lot of history. A known giant wooden pier. The rollers were moved in to form a circle as a gable. Such a weighty material. Used to build wild shelters, albeit a bit wasteful. But the sense of security has indeed been directly filled. Under the continual waste of raw materials and calorie. Huge wooden piers. Staggered up a page. After reaching a certain height, it forms a circular gable. Travel. Next, we got a curved log as thick as a calf. After forming the appropriate length with the hand spacing. The end is adjacent to the end in a circle and is supported on the wooden pier. Stability level not increased. Brother Fakai drilled small holes in the log one after another. After running through, continue to impress down. Nail wooden scorpions to make the log and the pier closely connected. Formation continues upward. Foundation support chain required for construction. As the main load-bearing frame for the roof. The selection of materials cannot be sloppy. In addition to that, it needs to be drilled in the right place. Nested within each other to form a synergy. After being reinforced with wooden scorpions, you can put it on your head. Across the gable north and south. We have a load-bearing force. And then we got some thinner logs. One end is attached to the top of the tripod. The other end is on the gable. Under the rigorous operation of the rich brother's clever hands. Shelter. The frame of the roof of the shelter gradually appeared in front of me. Don't worry about entering the decoration process after that. Build a 90-degree terrace at the door first. This little Buddha is for the rich brother. It's very easy to use. Hand pinch. Busy for most of the day. My stomach is growling with hunger. Choose a section that is dry and resistant to burning. A wooden pier with its own aroma. After drilling small holes, it is used as a wild barbecue brine. Looking at my ant smoking. I believe it won't be long. It can be burned into the desired shape. Take advantage of this gap. Rich brother took out another roll. It's a reluctant plastic sheeting. Held on the roof. Gives it the property of protection from wind and rain. To prevent being blown away by mountain winds. Use rattan again. 3 radi of mushrooms. The difficult hula hoop is covered outside the plastic sheet. At this time, the wildwood stove has also burned a hole of the right size. Skewer a ham sausage wrapped in a circle of dough. Hang another red tomato. A small barbecue is not only full of carbohydrate and protein. The vitamin content is also directly exceeding the standard. After eating barbecue, local materials, pick up a few small wildflowers and a handful of green mint leaves. Put it all in a teapot and blanch. Not for a while. You can drink peppermint tea with rich taste. Return to the construction site after eating and drinking. Brother Fakai's hand speed is obviously much faster. The surrounding black soil. Throw it on the roof with the fallen leaves. Next, according to the size of the shelter window. Pick 4 logs of matching length. The end is cut out and the end is connected to each other. And stick it through the middle. A neat little wooden window is assembled. Embedded gable. And with emerald moss fiber turf grace notch. Finally, a layer of transparent plastic cloth is covered. The antique sanctuary has a window. The feeling of silence. As for the sleeping guy, being in the wild is naturally everything. Simple assembly of single-frame wooden beds is not difficult. The door part doesn't need to worry too much. Ready-made chunks of bark. It can be used after a little repair. And from then on, the shelter was built. Then you can enter the pure enjoyment link. Start a bonfire in the open space at the door. Take out the pot, bowl, basin, oil, salt, sauce, vinegar, tea. The protagonist is to big steaks. Fresh ingredients don't need to be seasoned too much. Crushed black pepper with Shanghai salt and chili powder. Mix well with olive oil. Smear it on the surface of the steak and dye. You can put it on the charcoal fire and slowly roast it. Half an hour later, finally reveal the alluring appearance of burnt brown. At night. 1 person and 1 dog squatting at the door enjoying delicious food. Do you want to experience this kind of wildlife? Take advantage of the good weather. The Kai brother took the dog Wang Kai to play in the wild again. It goes all the way down from the high altitude until a roadblock blocks the way. Then I stopped. V-shaped terrain in front of you. Directly activate the wild building cells of Fakaj. Say nothing. Take out the 3-piece wilderness life set and go straight to dry. Dig, split, pull and pull down in Fakai. This deep-rooted old stubbornness has finally been moved. Shelter house. The base also has the conditions to start construction. The nearest material is in the mountain. Get some straight, sturdy logs on the slope as the main material for building shelters. The transportation process doesn't consume much calorie. Let them roll and crawl on their own. Just arrive at the destination. As the saying goes, if you want a house to be built stably, the foundation link cannot save materials and labor. Under the wave of the little iron ferry, supports are formed on both sides of the tin sword, the focus of the heavy beam, and then we use a stronger log. Lay horizontally and vertically. The flat floor of the shelter appears in front of you. Next, the string stakes. Fix it at the junction of the floor and the slope. You can block the soil and prevent landslides. After a little rest and spreading the sticks, it also makes a strong bed. Solve the sleeping puzzle. As for the frame of the roof and gables, Rich Brother did not take the usual road, but get to good toughness. Rattan for plastic walls. The appearance of the Orch City. First, the tail is joined to the edges of both sides of the floor. Selection of materials for filling vacancies. There are thick logs. One end is inserted into the slope. The other end merges with the rattan. After being tied and reinforced with wire, it forms an integrated structure of gables and roofs. The Rich Brother who wants plums to be more face-saving. The part dealing with the gate side. Aisle is new. Used for first. Sturdy logs frame the gate. Vacant parts on both sides. Wild cement and wooden piers are stacked upwards. Under the bridge of the Rich Brother. Tough, delicate clay wraps wooden piers of varying thicknesses. Soon formed a beautiful hobbit pattern. The bricklayer work of the Rich Brother can already be compared. The slapstick of the Miak window frame. It reflects the carpenter skills of the Rich Brother. Plumes of seemingly ordinary wood. It is punched by Piken and then assembled. It becomes two beautiful and strong windows. As for setting up a door panel, for the Rich Brother who has been getting better. Naturally, it is easy to use, and the hands are numb. Just pick a straight log as the main center. Living on both ends carve bamboo shoot heads as door elbows. On this basis, assemble a door that can be easily opened and closed. And from there, the framework of the sanctuary is complete. The next step is the decoration link of decompression and sleep aid. The first is the gap between the roof and the gable. In terms of material selection, it is clay with strong adhesion, half thatch. The trick is to get the mud up the wall with extreme difficulty. Under the rubbing of the Rich Brother. Slippery. You've got the wind and rain and you're done. Just when everyone thought this piece was thick, when a solid black plastic sheet is to be covered on the roof. Eclectic Rich Brother. Spread him directly on the floor of the house. And then a layer of soil. Kang's descendant and earthy smell. Complete shelter and you're done. Next, the battlefield continues to move outside the house. Let's enjoy the ice together. Dazzling, dazzling pictures. Well, I'm sure you've all learned it. Busy all day. My stomach was growling with hunger. The priority is to make some delicious calorie supplements. But before that, and spread the used clay on the door. In front of the floor. Shape a circular pit. After adding branches and leaves, with the zip on the ignition, a fire broke out in the pit. Chicken for dinner. High and fresh ingredients do not need to be marinated for a long time. Make a simple death with secret seasoning. Wrapped in tinfoil and mud. You can plug it into a charcoal fire with the right temperature and bake it inside. You can't just eat meat. Roast a few more peppers. Eggplant with tomatoes and garlic. But after revealing the appearance of hubakshuan, incorporate them, crushed in thunder. During the process, add a little sea salt to taste. A rich tasting dip appeared in front of him. At this time, the begging chicken can also be put on a plate. The taste of burnt on the outside and tender on the inside. Eat it with anti-greasy dipping ingredients. It's really nutritious, healthy and filling.